Welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, I'm doing very well and I'm so excited to make this video, the video about the programming, exactly about the course JavaScript full course by Jonas Madman. And today's video will acquire 6 sections beginning with the 9 until 11th. And before to go, I just would like to talk about me and just my studies were started. I'm excited to study, and it's hard because I don't know a lot of things and a lot of assignments. I didn't know assignments, but there are just like how to say, just simple tasks to make it, and I haven't made it because I didn't because it was kind of hard, just to make it, and I didn't get it exactly. And after that, just the professor showed us how to exactly to make that. But in the, I think we will get in the next week a new bunch of assignment that will have his own deadline, I think, until the end of this month, and I hope I'm gonna do that. Yes. Okay, let's talk about the section 9, data structures, modern operators and strings. Honestly saying, I like this section because it gave me more practical skill that I can use it. For example, let's talk about the destruction arrays. If you know that how we can create an array in JavaScript. We can just, for example, const array equal and some bunch of information. For example, say just 2 elements in an array. For example, first one is number, second one is just string, and you can the name you can just destruct. I mean, when you have written const array, you can just destruct the array like number as array number, comma, and for example, just username, whatever you want to just write that. That's cool. I didn't know that. And another one is spread operator. You can just combine 2 arrays immediately just with that. And array separator, it doesn't combine. It just, how to say, restore. Not restore, just disconnect 2 arrays. What you can, yes. And one of the interesting topic is shortest quitting too, because after that you just will get something will be returned and in so easy way. But so to say, it's not the best way to make it because some programmers don't understand it and don't use it. That's why sometimes you don't have to be. You have to be simple. And the college challenge, it wasn't so hard, honestly, but just I learned a new loop for all that was really cool. I don't use honestly another loops another loop board. I don't use. No, I didn't. I don't think is it a simple loop for. I haven't used that in these sections because I just maybe I didn't have to use it because I just needed to work with arrays, and we're going after, and there are optional chaining. What is optional chaining? If you just like, let's say, if you just would like to prove whether it's true or false, you have to just write like code if in scopes, like let's say true. Let's say just let's say what my name. Yes, let's say my name. It's just kind of information array, whatever it can be, and you have to prove it. And that's why my name, it's just object. I mean, it's object. Sorry, it's object, and we need to refer to his, sorry, to its how does it called, an object, oh my god, forget about that, object section elements, whatever, a case, really case, sorry, just sometimes just going over this, sometimes forget about that, and you want to refer to k, you just, for example, in dot notation, you just dot, and for example, the name of the object was my names dot ages, nationality, let's say nationalities, whatever, let's say nationality, or just origins, whatever the cities. And you can just, before dot, you can just you can write not exclamation, how to just call it, sorry, I will just forget the name, questionary, exclamation mark, and question mark. Yes, I was right, sorry, sometimes I forget. And yes, and it will be automatically say, if you write that, it will give you a result undefined. If you will not, it will give you an error. It will cost you a lot of money and so on for your business, whatever it can be. Yes. So after this, going into sets and maps. That's cool. One of the ways to write a new data structure. And string. And one of the just the last videos was about strings, working with strings. You have to, there are strings. It's also has his own method, but you can ask for how, because it's just collect it's a type of array, I would say. That's why it can be have his array methods, I mean functions, like let's say slice, concatenate, so another what, join, no it's not, sorry, it wasn't, slice, concat, split, and another, a lot of, I just forget about that. Don't forget, but I can remember them. So let's go to the section 10 is about called a closer look at function and about functions. But I think it will be more about functions further sections. But right now we'll talk about the difference between simple function and let's say first class function and high order function. What's the difference? Let's say just first class doesn't return and doesn't have any functions in it. Like let's say callback function, it's a high order function. And we talk about the methods of the functions, the method to the object, like bind, call, apply, that will be used in the methods in the function. That's kind of interesting. And one of the interesting is immediately invoking function expressions too. It will be you don't have to call it. It will be immediately by itself called. And one of the toughest, I would say, and hard to understand with readers, it will be topics, it will be about closures, what is exactly it is. And I'm not gonna to explain to you, but it's explains you why some variables will be can be used after that function. It will be doesn't be used. In the section 11 we talk about the more about the arrays, how to work with them, and how to just use in the real practice. And that's why we, alongside learning new methods, how to make or just to make them, we just started to new project. It's called Bankist. It's online banking, and that really can be used very well, I would say. So, and we have to, I will show you what I have done. You have to just enter into your account, let's say JS, and we have to know his PIN, and Jonas Matt means the author's name, and his PIN is 1111. And we are here. He got 3,840 euro, sorry, and we can just, everything here, just change it. And welcome back, Jonas, and here just deposits, withdrawals will be, we have added automatically. We can sort them, look at them, it's sorted. We see deposits and withdrawals, and we can unsort to back to normal. And here we see the deposit and withdrawals and how many euros we have to pay. Jonas has to pay, honestly saying. And we can just transfer money. Let's say just we would like to transfer 599 to, we have to know one of the, another physical members of the physical members of the bank. Let's say Sarah, I don't remember exactly, but sorry. We have to first write the member's name and username, and after that we have to write the number 699, let's say, no, 599, whatever, and we see that it was immediately withdrawn from Jonas' account, and here the balance is also reduced. Let's go to Sarah's account. I don't remember the PIN code. I think it was, yes, and we see it was added. That's cool, yes. That it was added to another account, and wow. And we can just also request a loan. For example, like 10k, and it will be request 10k. Ooh, added. And after that we can also close the account. Sarah's name and confirm the number, PIN code. So it's deleted. And we cannot right now go to Sarah's account because it was deleted. That's cool. And everything what I'm talking about was we have done with alongside with the author and the challenges. There were challenges too in the section, but they weren't connected to the project. They were connected to the material that we just learned during the section, but they were not so hard, I would say, understandable to load it. But the last one, I had some problems to load it, to load it, to find the decision how exactly to make that, but I found out, and I just forgot one of the things to check my code with Jonas maintenance code, because I think there are ways how to improve my code. And at the end of the video, I would like to wish you a good week, and I hope in the next week I will upload a new video. And I just forgot to say that I just ended my book by Dostoevsky. Yeah, A Crime and Punishment is what's called, and I'm gonna start a new one. And I'm not gonna read, but I'm gonna listen to a new one. Yes, that's what I have to say it early, but I just forgot. Sorry for that. And I wish you have a good week, and I hope it will be very good. Bye.